Well, I'll just make this quite a short video. I don't want to take too long on it. It's just regarding some bizarre stuff. I've actually made a wee note of them. Got a few. I was a couple of days back. I had a shot my mate's car. Now, basically, it's got a very low biting point on the clutch and a very soft pedal as well. So like anything, I'm used to my car, it's got a heavy clutch and a higher biting point. So I stalled it a few times, like, you know. I mean, I've only been driving for 27 years, like, but my mate, he's no long past his test, and there was something that I thought it might be better to, you know, take over and manoeuvre the car in for him. So I ended up just stalling it a couple of times, you know, just to get used to it, like. Felt like a beginner again. But anyway, that's what happened there, right? Now, the next morning, I think it was, or was it even later that night, but it was either later on that night or the next morning, I watched the YouTube channel that I watch regularly, and the guy that was speaking on his channel says that he did exactly the same sort of thing. He stalled his partner's car. Now, I've watched the channel for years, and he came up with that just after, basically the next time I watched his channel, but after I stalled my mate's car, I just stalled it, and then a couple of times, like, and I watched that channel, I think it was either that night or the next morning, and he was talking about the stuff that he talks about on his channel, and he brought that up. That was one of the things he brought up, that he stalled his partner's car. And the chances of the coincidences of that are just, it's almost synchronicities. I'm going to try and keep this video short. So that was one just massive, ridiculous coincidence. The other one was Halloween lately. Halloween to me seems to be getting much more hyped up. Never used to be like that. And it seems to be celebrated much more intensely now. Guy Fawkes has kind of fizzled out. There isn't going to be any Guy Fawkes fireworks here in Dundee from the council. Which I find odd, and just over the last 2 years, I think it is, Halloween's just kind of like gone off the scale. It's been completely, hyped up. People dressing up, houses all done up with Halloween stuff. Drinking water. The drinking water, I've probably mentioned before in my videos, I've noticed there's a difference in the taste and the smell with drinking water. I've said that before in the previous videos, and I said it was like an inky taste. Well, it actually has got the kind of same smell as the AdBlue you get from the diesel exhausts. Yeah, diesel engines, the Euro 5, Euro 6 engines, they have an AdBlue system. Well, it's like the smell of the AdBlue coming from the exhaust. There's that kind of smell in the drinking water. Not just here in Dundee, but around the country, from as far as Johnny Groats to as far south as Barrow-in-Furness and Buxton, at least. So it's kind of like around the country. And that's lately as well, by the way. Another thing is the computers, the keyboard, laptops, and smartphones, the keypads. If you get adverts and stuff and things you don't want to touch, or, you know, if you inadvertently touch them, you don't really want it, you hover over the button or the keypad, but it'll just work instantly. But if you want to get a response of something that you're actually wanting to do, you can hit it all day and it'll not work. You know, it'll take ages, it'll not respond. So there's like a bit of bias in the response. It's like it's wanting you to hit something that they're trying to promote quite easily. You just have to hover over it on the touch screen and it will respond. But if it's something you're actually doing, like instructions in an app that you're trying to do something, you can hit it for ages and it will be very slow response. So it's a bit of bias here. I just thought I'd notice that. Right, that's long enough. Okay, just thought I'd mention that. Thanks for watching.